It is a little after 8. I woke up at 7. I was waiting for my mom to go with me to the gym downstairs because I'm supposed to alternate what I do for physical therapy. We got there a little bit later than I intended, so my workout was shorter than usual because I'm going to be going to my apartment today, and I need to be there with enough time to do my writing as part of the page 1 to done thing before the 9:30 work start day, according to the French challenge. So yeah, wish me luck that I can pack up everything I need really fast and get there with enough time. I am at my place. It is just a little bit after 8:45, so I'm gonna have less time today to write than yesterday, but I am gonna try my best. I wound up writing over 500 words in like 31 minutes yesterday between 2 sprints, so maybe I won't need as much time as I even gave myself today, but I am gonna take full advantage of what time I have left. Page 1 to done says that you should prime yourself by doing as many things the same as possible. Now, I'm wearing a different t-shirt than I did last time. My hair is down and not in a ponytail, even though I do have a hair tie, so I might put my hair up in a moment. But I do have my favorite Snapple flavor, which is the peach tea. And I'm gonna see if that's enough to prime me. I have my outline up. I actually have my Romancing the Beat outline, but I also have my page 1 to done outline easily accessible. So let's get started. I wrote for 16 minutes here. I got through a nice amount. I didn't get to finish the chapter like I wanted to, but I was very happy with what I ended up writing. It was also my first time using the ellipsis in-app timer, even though I've known about it since I first learned about ellipsis. I did like it. You will notice also that even though Jessica Brody says to have a drink when you're writing, that you associate with writing, in the first day and here, I barely touch it. I do think I am learning to reassociate the taste of peach Snapple with my writing, which is fun, but I don't think I'm relying on it as much as I thought I would. Also, the first day I did not use my clicky clacky Logitech Pop Keys keyboard, and it was nice to have that and better for my posture and having my laptop on a stand as I was working on it. So I did like that more. Also, just having the window next to me, like I am able to in my apartment, but not at my mom's apartment when I'm at my desk in my room. There was something about it that made me happier. I'm not someone who really experiences seasonal affective disorder or whatever it is, when you're sad when it's too dark all the time. I'm not someone who has that, but I do like being near a window when I'm writing, even if I'm not looking outside it. But anyway, that was my writing session for the day. I enjoyed it and it was good. It was nice to continue the trend that I am writing daily before I get to work. So focus. In ellipsis, they let you do a timer, which is really cool, and then, it disappeared. It said I'd added 556 words during that sprint, which was really cool. The reason it says 563, though, is because I wrote a few more words at the end of it, and so I had to highlight everything that I'd actually done during that sprint. So I would say I wrote for 15 minutes and maybe 30 seconds or something, but that is over the amount of words that I need for today, and I have time before I'm supposed to start my workday. But I think I'm going to use this time to just do nothing I've been filling my free time with my phone, unlike what Jessica Brody recommends for break times in her book, Page 1 to Done. So I'm going to try to actually do that. I am very satisfied with what I wrote. I'm actually drafting this chapter from scratch, basically, even though in Scrivener I do have a version of it here, but I didn't read it before I started this. I did briefly check here just by glancing what the accent was on this word, because I haven't written it in a while, but I got it correct, and then I knew Giga from memory. So that was relatively easy. I normally don't redraft. I'm someone who very much doesn't like the blank page, and if I've written something, I'm normally very quick to revise it. And yesterday I was revising chapter 1 and adding in certain things, but I figured that in the spirit of the Page 1 to Done exercise / challenge, whatever you want to call it, that I should just be going from scratch, especially because I had, since writing in Scrivener, done my Romancing the Beat outline and then the Page 1 to Done outline, which is a modified version of the Save the Cat outline, that I might as well just go all the way. So I'm quite satisfied with this writing session. Now I just need to log it in the Page 1 to Done app. It says I only need 490 words a day, but my goal has been 500, and then I'll log that here as well. So let's get to it. This was me just working in the Page 1 to Done tracking website, and I discuss it more in a bit. I wish that the Page 1 to Done let you say how long you sprinted for. I will say that let's just go back to goals. Oh, I don't want to configure the goal. I want to add more progress. TrackBear doesn't let you say how long you did it either, but I can add a note. I'm saying forced app only, even though I use the ellipsis timer. I might create a new tag for that, but I think there needs to be a tracker, or maybe I can message the creator of TrackBear through Ko-fi and let them know that that would be a cool feature. I don't know why this is all the way over here. I would have thought it would be right next to it. Maybe when I add more, they'll just keep moving this way. If I look at previous goals, which I obviously have not done in a while, yeah, okay, so that's what it does. It just keeps adding new ones. Interesting. You can tell I haven't really been on TrackBear in a while because I haven't written in a while, but they've both been logged, and it shows my words. It says 554 here and 563 here, which means I wrote more today than yesterday. This is here because this was my starting words in the manuscript. With TrackBear, you can say how many starting words there are in a project, which I really value. Here, not that I did that with this manuscript, because I started tracking it basically just from the beginning, which was when I was drafting. I had outlined basically during this period and then drafted and then went through a period of drafting, and now I'm kind of starting from scratch again here. I don't know, maybe I should reset this so that it shows the actual manuscript. I don't know. I'll decide that later because as you can see, it is now 9:13 and I have less time just to myself before work starts. Maybe I'll start transferring the footage from yesterday from my work phone to the work computer because that'll be a passive thing because I need to do a lot of YouTube stuff today in addition to my normal admin stuff of checking social media posts that the social media assistant has made, answering any emails that I might need to, doing some financial stuff, and yeah, a lot on the plate today, but I'm very satisfied with that. I really do think doing this in the morning and wearing a t-shirt seems to be enough because I didn't put my hair up and it all worked out. I will say that today I definitely consumed media before I did this, which I'm not supposed to do. I don't think it hurt me too much today, but I am going to try and avoid that tomorrow and going forward. It is 10:40. I've been working since 9:30. I have a new YouTube script that I am currently writing. I think I've finished the intro. I'm kind of rambling in the script. I'll probably ramble as I'm filming as well, we'll see. But it's the third Jessica Brody video, not the vlog though, where I'll be like talking specifically about my writing experience. I'll probably be showing clips from this vlog again when I'm doing that maybe, or maybe I'll just like film new stuff and say like, oh, the first week was in this vlog. I'm unclear, haven't fully decided. I'm not using a second monitor here anymore. For a while I had a stand because I had the 3-screen thing for this and it couldn't be supported on this. I might go back to the second monitor at some point, but I do like having my personal computer. Just being able to play YouTube videos as background noise for me while I'm working. I would say that's the ADHD brain. I will say yesterday there were times where I did work in complete silence. I've been writing in complete silence, which I think has been very helpful for my creativity, but the work, sometimes it's been like a writing related video or a Kate video, or it's been nonsense like Try Guys or Brad Mondo or Good Mythical Morning. And by nonsense, I mean like not writing related at all, but joy inducing things as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. And after this, I think I'm going to film the videos just so I then have a ton of video editing to do today for those videos, because I'd like to get them done and ready to go. And then also start editing this vlog's footage, because there's a lot. Here is a time lapse of what was over an hour of me working on a single YouTube script. Holy cow. It took me an hour and 16 minutes leading right up to noon. It is now 12:01, but I stopped at noon, as I'm supposed to write this script about page 1 to done by Jessica Brody. I have a lot of thoughts. It turned into 3 videos. It's going to be 3 videos. But I wrote it all as one script because I just wanted it done. So yeah, I'm going to eat lunch. I have a Factor meal, and then I will film these after lunch. I think I'm going to eat at my dining room table for lunch because part of the French experiment is that not only do you need an actual lunch break, you're not supposed to eat at your desk. It's actually not allowed, according to the Instagram reels that this experiment was inspired by. So it is hot out. I'm actually wearing a sweater because my apartment is very good at insulation. I don't even have the AC on, which is lovely. But it is too hot. But it is too hot for me to want to go outside, even if it's then to go to a restaurant, especially when I have a Factor meal and I don't have to pay extra for food. So I'm going to eat at my dining room table to get the idea of I'm away from my desk, I'm away from work. And I moved the live stream for today to 2 p.m. so that I don't cut into the lunch break like I did before, and also so that I don't miss out on the work that I'm supposed to do from 2 to 5, which I did not do yesterday. So yeah, let's get to it. This was my lunch. I had gone to, well, I didn't actually. A family friend of mine had gone to Magnolia Bakery for their Pride cupcakes, and normally I get their vanilla, but their Pride cupcakes were funfetti and marshmallow frosting, which was really nice. I have an Olipop because I didn't want to drink water with my food. I just craved some extra flavor. And then this is my actual favorite Factor meal. Here's just a little time lapse of what I think is the final sprint. I just finished my Twitch live stream with Portia. I was working on vlog editing stuff the entire time. Day 1 of this vlog, because I don't do time lapses through the phone. I film the whole thing in 4K and then I speed it up, because if I film in time lapse, it's not in 4K and then I have to artificially upgrade it, and sometimes it looks weird in my opinion. So my computer's been taking its sweet time. Also, I have gone back to editing in iMovie, even though I have Premiere Pro, just because it's easier for a rough cut and speeding stuff up, in my opinion. And for some reason, it didn't let me add all my footage in at once. It was like, oh, there's not enough disk space, even though there's space on the physical computer and there's space in iCloud. So I don't know what that was about. So I've had to do multiple exports at a time in little chunks. So we are at 4:52 p.m. I will absolutely stop working at 5, and then I'll vlog what I'm doing in between. But I did not film any of the videos that I wrote the scripts for yesterday and today, because after I ate, I kind of went into like a mini food coma, even though I ended up streaming and woke up a bit more. But I just didn't have the energy for that, and I didn't want to force myself to, so editing the vlog instead. I got really stressed towards the end of Riley's life, so I went back to buying more Woobles, even though I had said I was going to stop because of their collaboration with Harry Potter. And the last time I bought from them, I had bought, I think, maybe 3 kits, which meant I got a free gift, and that is this glow-in-the-dark eel. You can see me watching a Try Guys Game Time video, but also every so often switching over to the actual pattern in a different tab. And then as I was working on this, I eventually switched over to Netflix to rewatch K-pop Demon Hunters for the 2nd time in my life, which is kind of crazy because I have all the vinyls and I listen to that album a lot while I'm on the elliptical or the treadmill doing my physical therapy exercises for a day. So yeah, I cried again because I never am able to hear what it sounds like without crying, but I really like it. It was a lot of fun. If you haven't watched the movie, I recommend you do. And I liked this Wooble, but it was a little bit hard because of the glow-in-the-dark nature of the yarn. It wasn't as smooth as a lot of the others are, so I think that's why it took me so long to get it done. But I was glad because I was waiting around at my apartment rather than heading back to my mom's, because she was out and about and she was going to pick me up on her way home. So it all worked out in the end. It is 10:45 tonight. I am going to bed late, ate dinner late. Yeah, going to bed a little bit later than I planned to tonight, but still earlier, hopefully, than I did last night, which was at midnight. So it was a long day. It felt like a really long time to not be working at all, but it was, you know, so good. I finished a Wooble from start to finish that I had bought forever ago and never done, so there's that. Don't mind this, I just scratched my face during the live stream earlier in the day and didn't want to keep doing that, but yeah, see you in the morning.